It's nearly midnight. Time to wind back the clock on Gotham's famous Dark Knight.
What's this one's name again?
Clock King.
Does he always make puns about time?
Like clockwork.
Excuse me. I am talking here.
Sorry, Clock King. We didn't mean to tick you off.
Or grind your gears?
Yes. Well, Hey! This is no time for the funny stuff.
You should have seen the villains we had back when I was starting out. Now those were some classy foes.
I'll bet.
I have planted explosives all over the...
You ever hear of the Metal Menace?
Of course. 50-foot-tall robots with metal clamps for hands.
They came from outer space, you know.
Really?
I can't believe they're not listening to me again. Explosives! All over Big Ben! And they will go off at the stroke of midnight, unless you...
What about Brainwave?
Oh, boy. I haven't thought about him in ages. His head must have been about 3 feet tall.
I always got him and Dr. Savannah confused.
You're not the only one, kid.
Enough silliness! It is now time to die, heroes. You can catch up in the afterlife. Auf Wiedersehen!
Ready, Hawkman?
I've been ready for 40 years, Batman. Let's go.
Tick-tock, tick-tock.
Will Hawkman
There isn't much time left
get out
until
this
Big
one?
Ben is a pile of
Tune in
rocks.
next time, brave, but in the bowl. Same brave time, same gold channel. Or maybe you can just continue watching.
You'll never make it through
defeat
my
the Clock King.
clockwork maze. Stay back. I'm warning you. Time to mix things up a bit. Quit wasting my time. Time is not on your side. Stay back. I'm warning you.
Oh, yeah, I completely forgot that.
Don't do that.
How did that hurt me? Ah!
Beware of falling gears, heroes. Let's see how you like this face. Stop doing that!
Buddy, I don't even know how you are.
I think you'll like this one. My explosives! You've ruined everything!
Oh yeah, Hawkman's in this, by the way.
I have time for just one more. Time to wind back
Why is the
your
Clock King
clocks.
There we go.
time.
That's
Really? Run out.
That was quite a workout.
It's great to see you in action, Hawkman. You've been my hero ever since I was a kid, but this is the
You know,
first time I've
besides
had the opportunity to
Zoro,
team up
Shadow,
with you, one-on-one.
the Great
Happy
Ghost.
to help, kid. I'm just glad I
Hawkman
was here in
an
the area.
inspiration.
And you're doing a real good job out there in Gotham City.
Well, thanks.
Come on. Let's get this hunk of junk back to the watch repair shop and call it a night. Let's show these punks how it's done.
Don't worry, I always bounce back.
Well done, Dark Knight. It appears that Clock King's time has finally run out.
Gentleman Ghost.
Tut tut. No attempt to reason with me first.
What are you doing in London?
For the answer to that, Batman, you and your elderly acquaintance will have to follow me down the rabbit hole. Cheerio.
It's obviously a trap.
That's never stopped me before.
So the Gentleman Ghost was killed by Batman in the series, but actually
Oh,
he's
do
not.
try to keep up, Batman.
That's the
It would be a
reason why
shame for your
Hawkman's with
old
Batman,
winged
but-
friend to slow down our fun.
He sure doesn't act like a gentleman.
I wouldn't take anything James Craddock says to heart. He blames me for his unfortunate demise back in the year 1900. Ever since then, he's been trying to take his revenge.
1900.
Time travel.
I see. Well then, I'd hate to keep him waiting any longer.
Stop right there!
I can float
Alright.
more slowly if it would help. This is really more of a stroll than a chase.
And also, he
Don't
has
worry
this,
about
like,
us,
second
son.
form that looks more
We can keep up
grotesque.
just fine.
Enough games, Craddock. We've already dealt with one crazy villain tonight.
Of course you have. Who do you think hired him to lead you here?
Try that again.
But in this series, Gentleman Ghost is actually more like a pacifist. Which is completely fine with. I mean, how do you think I was introduced through this game? I mean, I didn't even know Blood was a Batman. I just always thought he was.
Keep your eyes peeled and your fists ready.
Don't worry, I always bounce back.
Somebody hit the lights. I'm likely to fly into a wall down here.
It's the London Underground, one of England's transit systems. This station has been under construction for the past few months.
Guess we won't be catching a train then. Any idea why he'd lead us down here?
Not yet, but I'm sure we'll find out. It's Metal Knuckles.
Aw, Hawkman, that was your brother-in-law.
Perfect timing. Stop. Hammers of justice. Justice prevails.
Pretty messy for construction.
These cars have been ripped off the tracks, and the tracks appear to be mangled and torn.
I'm guessing this is the work of your ghost friend?
Most likely. Be ready to fly in case anything comes our way.
These wings are always ready, my boy.
Ready, bats? Let's hit it! Did you get that? I said hit it, because I'm a big hammer. Is that legal? Blammo! Whoa!
No one escapes justice. Justice.
Lava, huh? Well, at least we can see a little better now. My eyes were starting to bug me.
This area must be even less stable than I thought if lava is leaking up through the ground. We should turn around and find another route.
And let old Spooky get away? Come on, these rocks look sturdy to me. Another dead end, huh? Maybe that gentleman ghost fella could lend us a map of this place.
Oh, but that would spoil all the fun, wouldn't it?
This isn't fun, Craddock. It's dangerous down here.
Oh, I don't know, Batman. Your friend seems to be enjoying himself.
Loving it, Ghost. Why don't you hover a little closer? I'd like to introduce you to my spiked friend here.
Oh, perhaps later. Right now, you two should worry about running.
Running?
Hurry! Back the way we came!
Ready, bats? Let's hit it! Did you get that? I said hit it, because I'm a big hammer. Ooh, right in the kisser. Whoa!
I feel recharged.
Unless you've got your own pair of wings under there, it looks like we're stuck.
I should be able to break those stalactites off the ceiling using my batarangs. They might create a path to jump across.
Hey, that's using your noggin. Give it a shot.
You weren't using your noggin. Neither does any of your movements. Ow.
That was a cheap shot.
This should be a hoot. Just like one of those fancy metal roller coasters they've got nowadays. Ever been on one of those?
Not recently.
Next stop, Gentleman Ghost.
We should check this card out before using it. We need to make sure it's safe.
And let the bad guy get away? Come on, son. Where are your guts? We're superheroes. Some box on wheels isn't gonna do us in. We've got to keep moving, so hop on in.
See you next fall.
Arkham's going to be busy tonight.
Let's show these punks how it's done.
Give me a call, and I'll be there in a flash.
Well, this place seems a little better.
Hey, look, it's old
Sturdier,
London.
anyway.
I don't know how it's
What do
all
they
the way
call it?
down
Judging by
here.
the architecture, it appears to be a preserved section
why
of
there's
old
a
London from the
million
13th or
ghosts
14th
down
century.
Suddenly I don't feel so old anymore.
I've heard rumors of sites like this, covered up in landslides and forgotten throughout the rest of London.
Need some help, kid? I'll make this fast. Give me a call, and I'll be there in a flash.
You know, when I was 6 years old, I dressed as you for Halloween.
Ha! With the wings and everything?
Plastic ones from the store, and a mask that was too big for my head.
That's a kick.
My father helped me make a mace out of cardboard and masking tape. I spent the night stopping imaginary crimes, in between asking for candy.
And now you're doing it for real. I bet your parents are really proud of you.
I'd like to think they are.
Apparently old London isn't as empty as we thought.
Gentleman Ghost is raising the dead warriors of this place. We'll need to capture him in order to put them back to rest.
The swords they're carrying look pretty real.
They are, and weapons like those were built to last, so watch yourself.
I come pretty well equipped myself, remember?
No, Gentleman Ghost. You just kill us and send us to hell.
These warriors haven't fought anyone in over 600 years. Apologies if they're a tad rusty.
It's cruel to reanimate the dead like this, Gentleman Ghost.
No! What's cruel is to cost
How is
someone
he
their
more
life in the
powerful
first
than that?
place.
Your death wasn't my fault, Craddock.
Does he actually
Now
have
turn yourself
flesh?
in and stop all this madness before it goes too far.
Oh, my dear Batman. We're just getting warmed up. I'll be seeing you.
Alright.
This really
There we
has
go.
been enjoyable, gentlemen, but I'm afraid our journey is nearly at its end. Oh, how I will treasure our adventure together when you're both long dead. Some much sooner than others, of course.
I can hold my own, punk. Don't worry about me.
Tut tut, Batman. Forcing old heroes through new gauntlets. That's not very heroic, is it?
I'm fine. Really. Now let's get down there and finish this.
The ground is solid, but I may be able to blast through it with my explosives.
Use them. We can't let a madman like him get away.
And
Stand back. It's about to get loud. Arkham's going to be busy tonight.
Looks like old Hawkman's still got it. Ready for seconds, you punks?
Alright.
Welcome to the Gadgets Rack, Batman. Please make a selection to purchase. Would you like to upgrade this gadget? This gadget has now been upgraded. You lack the points required for this upgrade. You lack the points required for this upgrade.
Thanks for the assist. Keep up, Hawkman. Where's that legendary speed you're known for?
Hey, I'm just watching the rear, Batman. You never know where that top hat wearing ghoul will show up next.
Good call.
Ow.
Once again, evil is washed away.
All these dead bodies. You'd think you'd show the dead a little more respect, considering he's one of them.
James Craddock doesn't respect anyone but...
Yes, sir. Whoa!
Cheerio, heroes!
Looks like we're at the end. You know where we're headed?
I've got a pretty good idea. It's not the first time that Craddock and I have been down here.
So it's personal then.
For him it is. In case we don't make it out of this alive, Hawkman, it's been an honor fighting alongside you.
The honor's all mine, kid.
Hooray! Hero!
Looks like old Hawkman's still got it. Ready for seconds, you punks?
It's a perfect night for saving the city.
Okay, not much longer. Just a boss fight. And then you can take rest.
I had a feeling this is where you were dragging us.
Just like old times, eh, Dark Knight?
Craddock!
Astaroth. It's been too long.
You are not welcome here.
Ah, but when you see the gift I brought you, you may change your tune.
Gift?
I present to you, O great Astaroth, in his centurial appearance, that loathsome, manipulative, do-gooding creature of the night known as the Batman.
Batman?
Oh yes, you know his name. He who made a fool of you. He who cost me my life. I deliver him to you, Astaroth, for the most meager of fees.
What are your terms?
I desire but one thing. That which Batman took from me 100 years ago. Give me back my life, Demon Astaroth, and the Batman is yours.
Shouldn't I have a say in this?
It is done. I accept your offer, Craddock. I will burn the Bat Creature to ashes, and when he is gone, you shall have your life restored.
Excuse me? Fellow with the horns?
Who is this impudent bird?
I offer him as well, my Dark Lord. Do with him as you like.
It seems to me that this is hardly a fair fight, seeing how you've got a good 50 feet on us. How about fighting someone your own size?
Well, that didn't work.
I will enjoy this. It has been centuries since I've had a good fight. I will consume you! Taste my fire! I have you! You must be faster than that, hero. Bathe in my flames. I have you. You must be faster than that, hero. I have you. You must be faster than that, hero. Bathe in my flames. Bathe in my flames. Soon you will be nothing but ash in the air. I will consume you. Feel my embers. Taste my fire! My breath burns hot. I will burn this realm to pieces! And you with it. Soon you will be nothing but ash in the air. I will burn this realm. Impossible. Beaten by mere mortals.
Well, I'm also
Craddock,
Batman.
our deal is broken. You will never have your life back. Never!
You've ruined everything, Batman! First you cost me my life, and now you've ruined my death! I hope I can take some small pleasure in burying you two alive!
Yeah, I got Red Tornado.
Get ready to deliver some justice.
Remember that Christmas episode where Batman apparently whined as a kid?
I will serve dutifully.
Braddock, you coward!
Keep your cool, son. The last thing you want is to get buried under your emotions. Literally, in this case.
This entire chase has been nothing but a waste of time!
We're tracking a dangerous criminal and making the world a better place, Batman. That's heroic. And acting heroic is never a waste of time. Are you okay, kid? You seem to be taking the situation a little personally.
Gentleman Ghost is a menace. He needs to be behind bars. And metal bars, of course.
Good afternoon, Batman. I am initiating my attack sequence. Please stand by.
Thanks, Red Tornado.
Attack sequence completed.
About Tasmanian
Goodbye.
Devil.
There's no school like the old school.
That was a cheap shot. Watch out for falling rocks.
I don't know if I can keep up with you, kid. I got my wings. You go ahead. I'll catch up.
Not on your life. A hero never leaves his partner behind. You taught me that, Hawkman.
Hey, darn right I did.
Hammers of justice.
Good afternoon, Batman. I am initiating my attack sequence. Please stand by. Attack sequence completed. Goodbye.
You'd think these dopes would be a little more focused on getting out of here than punching us.
They're not really hired for their brains.
Go on! Get out of here, you numbskulls! The whole place is coming down! Oh boy. Another one of these things.
It may help us get out of here more quickly.
Yeah, if we don't crash into a subway train first.
There we go.
Well, what did you expect? Keep up, we're almost out of here.
Watch those platforms, kid. They don't look too stable.
Right.
This should spice things up a bit. I hope someone up there ordered Bat and Hawk soup.
The whole room's filling with lava.
Then we better move fast. Keep jumping, kid. Stay above the flow.
I can see the streetlights above us. We're almost out of here.
They're gonna be cleaning this mess up.
This should spice things up a bit. I hope someone up there ordered Bat and Hawk soup.
The whole room's filling with lava.
Then we better move fast. Keep jumping, kid.
Come on.
Stay above the flow.
I can see the streetlights above us. We're almost out of here.
They're gonna be cleaning this mess up for decades.
With any luck, they'll get Gentleman Ghost to do it on a work release program.
Ha! That's a good one.
This should spice things up a bit. I hope someone up there ordered Bat and Hawk soup.
The whole room's filling with lava.
Then we better move fast. Keep jumping, kid. Stay above the flow.
I can see the streetlights above us. We're almost out of here.
They're gonna be cleaning this mess up for decades.
With any luck, they'll get Gentleman Ghost to do it on a work release program.
Ha! That's a good one.
Better call Blackgate. It's going to be a full house tonight.
Welcome to the Gadgets Rack, Batman. Please make a selection. Would you like to upgrade? This gadget has now been upgraded.
Ready to deliver some
Since it's the
justice.
boss, might as well go for Batman.
Gentleman Ghost, your plan is foiled. Turn yourself in so we can call it a night.
It's fitting that it ends here, don't you think? I won't be coming quietly, Batman. You're a dangerous threat to every villain out there. I'm going to end your life before you cost anyone else theirs.
In case you didn't notice, Ghosty, there are two of us and only one of you.
Oh, Hawkman, your eyes must be going. Surely you can see that I'm surrounded by friends here.
Let's fight, boys!
Let's try that again.
The dead are a limitless resource.
Die, heroes! You can't strike a ghost! I will not warn you again!
Feeling a bit trapped, heroes?
Burn for eternity! Rise, my deceased comrades!
Feeling a bit trapped, heroes? The dead are a limitless resource.
Our attacks are going right through him. We need to be dead to have an effect on Gentleman Ghost.
That gives me an idea. Try grabbing one of these zombies and throwing it up in the air at Gentleman Ghost. With any luck, you'll be able to knock him out of the sky.
Burn for eternity! Rise, my deceased comrades! Welcome to my undead world, heroes.
Feeling a bit trapped, heroes?
I will not warn you again!
Our attacks are going right through him. We need to be dead to have an effect on Gentleman Ghost.
That gives me an idea. Try grabbing one of these zombies and throwing it up in the air at Gentleman Ghost. With any luck, you'll be able to knock him out of the sky.
Welcome to the other side, heroes. Burn for eternity! Die, heroes!
The air at Gentleman Ghost. With any luck, we'll be able to knock him out of the sky.
Try to hit a moving target. You can't strike a ghost! Rise, my deceased comrades! You can't strike a ghost! I will not warn you again! Stop this! Have you no respect for the dead? You can't strike a ghost!
There we go.
This is the second time you've stolen my mortality from me, Batman.
Your own law-breaking is what cost you your life, Gentleman Ghost.
All I wanted was another chance.
Being a hero isn't just about strength, Batman. It's about strength of character and showing respect, even for your enemies.
Come on, let's get you back to Blackgate.